Welcome to the Cowboy Football Roundup. A thrilling win for Oklahoma State on the road at Texas, 13-10. And Coach Gundy, is it safe to say if you're going to have a great year, you've got to win them in all kinds of different ways? Is it that simple?
Well, you really do. And it was an unusual way for us to win here, but it's interesting. People have a good game in this league defensively on both sides of the ball, and everybody panics. The people watching it, your national media, my buddies that text me, and it's interesting. If that game would have taken place in the SEC, they would say, hey, this is a great football game. You got two great defenses going at it, and we really enjoyed seeing a different style of play. But it's just not been that way at Oklahoma State in particular, and not a lot in this league at times. But Texas is good on defense. We knew that coming in. We talked about it last week. From top to bottom, probably the most athletic team in this league. And then they're good in their interior on defense. We didn't block very well on first down. We stayed behind the chains. We were in 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8 a lot. And when they were really playing pass defense. So it becomes a numbers game, and we have to be more effective on first down. The last play, it was interesting that Trey Carter did a nice job of going flat when number 11 was starting to leave the pocket. If he would have taken an angle at him, I was afraid he could have got around the corner. And you and I talked about this after the game. What happens is those running quarterbacks, they'll run and dive in the end zone from like 3 yards out. Because everybody else is playing pass.
Right.
I was concerned about that. Trey did a great job of flattening out, which pushed him back. And he drifted. He's a young player. Obviously, he's going to be really good. If we were, quarterbacks that I've coached in the past, if you're a right-hander and you're running to your left, you start to drift backwards. In most cases, you don't want to throw it because you just don't have a lot on the ball.
Right.
And he made a young mistake. And he thought number 13 for them was going to tuck and go up the field, and they weren't on the same page. And of course, Ramon's right there. He makes the play, and then after the throw, Trey Carter was really good about not hitting the quarterback. He was close. Could he have hit him? Sure. Would it have been a roughing the passer? Shouldn't have, but
could have.
You never know.
Yep.
And so those were the 2 points that I made with the defense afterwards, all of what they were able to accomplish. And then in the end, you've got Trey Carter that flattened out, didn't rough the passer, because there's a lot of emotions going on for a D lineman right there.
Of course.
He's thinking, if I can get to this guy, I can change the game. Well, he got rid of the ball and he held off, didn't hit him late, and then Ramon made the play. So with all the different parts of the game that worked against us, I couldn't be any more proud of them to be able to find a way to win in the end. So it was great for our football team.
Stay with us. We look at the highlights when we come back.
The Cowboy Football Roundup with Mike Gundy is brought to you by Bud Light, proud friend of Oklahoma State athletics, famous among friends. By the visitstillwater.org Shop, Dine, and Stay partners. Be sure to shop, dine, and stay in America's friendliest college town. By Mercy Health. Your life is our life's work. And by OG&E, power at the speed of life.
I'm Coach Gundy with Oklahoma State University. With approximately 900 Oklahomans waiting for a life-saving transplant, I encourage everyone across the state to make the important decision to be an organ, eye, and tissue donor. So check your driver's license for the Little Red Heart. If it's not there, visit lifeshareok.org and join the registry today. I have the Little Red Heart. Do you?
Back on the Cowboy Football Roundup, let's head to Austin, Texas for the highlights. Boy, an unusual day in mid-October. Really warm and humid, huh?
It was. It was hot and humid with that sun beating down on you in that turf. We had to punt, and they had the ball in good field position here at midfield at this time, and we got them in a third down situation. Our pass rush was better in this game, in my opinion, when you match up against who you're going against, than it had been in any other game. Nice coverage there by Ramon, and we got some pressure on him during this game. So they had to punt it down to us. They downed us really inside 5, and then we had to punt it back to him. Nice play right here by number 5, Jarrell. He knocked the blocker into the punt returner, which is a good play. Nice job here by 45, 7, and 4 coming up and stopping the outside power read running game. Got him in third down again. They're in great field position. There's pressure by 79 and 89. And then here comes 8 over the top, knocked the ball away. So we kind of avoided disaster there on the first 2, and then here's the punter again. And the guy catches it in the air on the 4-yard line. So I think we started on the 7 or 8, and now we're starting on the 4.
Yeah, you had 3 possessions where you stopped them in your territory and they didn't get points, and then your offense got going here a little bit.
And then we go right to the airs, and really, really nice catch there by James. We get a first and 10, so we at least got off the ground. Then we're right back at it with James again. I don't like his ball security. He needs to tuck it away, but we've got a couple passes now. We're up at least to the 30. We can breathe for the first time in the game. Nice third down conversion there with Tyron Johnson. Nice job by Mason seeing man coverage and taking the outbreaker. First and 10. We're breathing here. Nice little play action. Good ball there with McCleskey down to the 32. We're rolling a little bit now.
Yeah. This is going to be the culmination of a long touchdown drive of better than 90 yards, and here's another big play of the drive.
Nice job there, backside to Lacey. Got the ball down on the 7 or 8.
You put J.D. King in at tailback here in this goal-to-go situation.
Very well blocked. Number 1 blocked number 11 in space, which is not a good matchup. Did a nice job in the interior. We were really good. And J.D.'s good down there, you know. He's going to sink his hips. Watch number 1 on the left here, right there. Mm-hmm. He's given up about 20 pounds, made a play, 41, nice job on the safety, and had a nice play there.
How is King different than Justice Hill?
Well, Justice, as you can see, is very shifty.
Yeah.
He's really, really shifty. King has got one good move, he's a slasher, but then he gets downhill and very, very physical. So we're running a little bit, and then there's a nice ball there with Mace. Unbelievable catch. Isn't that fantastic?
That was amazing.
Yeah, I was standing right there. You can see me on the right, and that catch there was big time. He's had a great year. He's awesome. He's been good for us.
Mind you, the guy that wore number 1 around these parts, named Bryant.
That's right. And then we're 3rd and 8. Nice job there on the run play on 3rd and 8. Got pick up 10, convert. Had a penalty, and then handed off to number 5, and we turned it over. The last second there. Nice play by their guy, 95. He ripped it out on us, and could have been a different game if we would have ended up scoring there.
And 2 plays later, this happens.
That's right, and that's a huge momentum swing. And then you know what's interesting is those are things that you don't talk about, but those are huge momentum. We're getting ready to be 14-0,
yep.
And then you turn around now, and now 7-7. On the road where the crowd's into it, so on and so forth.
How do you get that corrected?
You just got to go play. You know that we've created a culture here where we use the term "play the next play." We talk about it all the time, and something bad happens, let's go play the next play. Can't do anything about it. So they're back there inside the 30. Got him in long yardage. Big Trey Carter with the fumble, and 94 is trying to scoop it, and we didn't get it done. You know, a lot of people say you got to tell him to get down the ball, whatever, but when the ball's back there in that area, we teach him to we teach him to scoop and score.
You do teach him to scoop.
Yeah, and he had it right there. The quarterback came back and made a good play, but you can't fault the guy for that. 3rd and 5, and nice little run play there for a first down.
And some folks were wondering, at the end of the first half, your thought process offensively.
Well, if you look right here, they're playing all pass.
Gotcha.
And look there, there's nobody up there in the box.
Yeah, 3-man rushing, yeah.
And then so what you have to be careful of is forcing the ball somewhere where you don't want it to go, and be smart, which Mason did. There just wasn't a lot of places to go, and then we wanted to let the clock run down, stop it, and take a shot at the end zone.
Sure. We'll look at second half highlights when we come back. Back on the Cowboy Football Roundup with Oklahoma State head coach Mike Gundy. Let's look at the second half highlights of the Cowboys' battle against Texas. And boy, big stop inside the 10 here.
Yeah, they did a great job there. Again, had our backs against the wall, and they find a way to force them to kick field goals and get off the field there. So, we've had a lot of things go wrong. We're only down by 3. They got the ball 1st and 10 again. Great effort. Great effort by 94. He's having a terrific year for us. Ran him down from behind, using his hands.
And Jordan Brailford now leading your team in sacks, a young man that's just fought all kinds of health issues.
No doubt, he's been really good. So got him in 3rd and 20. They go to the screen. We get a really nice play by 4 there. Nice job coming up and making a play. I like it. We asked him to play physical. Our 2 freshman corners, we said, you guys are going to have to play physical. Now we're throwing a ball out there in the flat, pick up 8 yards. Made a few adjustments on what they were doing. We just turned it over there. We got lucky.
Yeah.
Nice job by 5 falling on the ball, and then they called it back, but we're in 3rd and 17, and threw it right on the money, and he dropped it. And he'll make that play 9 out of 10 times. But watch him turn around and go play.
Yeah.
Doesn't throw a fit. Just play the next play. And great job there, Phillips. Boy, he's coming on. He's coming on being a good one. And look at 79 laying out. I love it.
Did you see this coming defensively? Was there something in the matchup that said, you know what, we can just go shut these guys down?
I just, I mean, our defense is playing good, but I just didn't know that, we could, especially with our offense struggling so much.
Yeah.
And they just had to go back out there over and over and over and over. So we're back to the run game, which is what we needed to do more of. And into the 3rd quarter, we're still down 3, but we're moving. And Mason gets a ball there to McCleskey. Now we got 1st and goal basically on the 10. I think we flip this one out the flat. And Lacey gets down to the 1. I don't like it when he reaches. We know not to reach the football, and that's why. They reviewed it and counted it as a fumble. And if Stoner does not go over there and jump on that, 11's got it, and we lose the ball.
Oh, he knocks 11 off of it.
Right.
11 should have probably had it, Coach, don't you think?
He should have dove on it and got it. So then we get a field goal and tying it up. 7 minutes to go in the game. We got him in 2nd and really long. Got good coverage and good play. Nice job by 31 and 45.
And Texas, if you take out that 90-yard completion they had, I think they had roughly 190 yards on 68 snaps. That's not even 3 yards of play.
That's awesome. And then there's Aitman. I was hoping he was going to go score here. They're too fast, so they show up really fast.
So an opportunity midway through the 4th, and then Matt Amendola misses from 29 yards.
Yeah, that wasn't a good one there. Those are the ones that we have to convert on. So, you're kind of in a situation there where there's, 4 minutes left, and you're thinking, okay, if you make that, their hands they got to show their hand now. They got to go all out, and this was a huge play. I mean, this is a big one. They had the ball for the 1st down, and we hit them really hard, and then we couldn't make a play. They come back out, and they're in position again. We did it again.
Yeah.
I mean, knock the ball away. So that was really good on us. I was hoping we'd strip it right there and run it in.
Yeah, you forced 3 straight 3-and-outs in the 4th quarter with the game on the line.
No doubt. We go to overtime, and then we lose the toss like always. We're 1-7 on toss this year.
You need to get that corrected.
Yeah, when we ended up coming up short there, had a chance on the pass down to the 5, so we had to kick a field goal. They're in 2nd and 5, and we had a great play here. Great effort by 7 and 4, run around blocks. Great effort by 8. Then we get him into the 3rd down here. There's the pick play, and Ramon did a good job with it. And there's the interception sitting on the ground.
Would you have guessed of all the possible ways that this play could go in your wildest dreams that you think you'd get an interception? That'd be about the bottom of the list.
Well, yeah, you just don't. You just don't image that happening because what you're doing now is you're thinking, okay, I'm going to defend the play, and we are all thinking, let's hold them to the field goal.
Yeah.
Isn't that what you're thinking?
Oh, sure.
And what's interesting about that play was I think a lot of people were stunned. They didn't realize the game was over. Like even Ramon told me, he said, it happened so fast that I thought, well, we got to go back on offense or something, don't we? You just didn't have that in your mind. You thought, let's hold them and force them to kick a field goal. Let's try this again in double overtime.
Yeah.
And it happened so fast, I think it shocked a lot of people.
Yeah, what an ending. Cowboys win at Texas, OSU's 5th consecutive win in Austin, making the Cowboys the only team in the history of football to beat Texas and Austin 5 straight times. Back with more after this on the Cowboy Football Roundup.
Welcome back to the Cowboy Football Roundup with Mike Gundy. I'm Allison Gappa here at the Sherman E. Smith Training Center, where the Cowboys just wrapped up practice and preparation for number 22 West Virginia on Saturday in Morgantown. Yesterday, Coach Gundy said that Will Grier will be the best passing quarterback the Cowboys have faced so far. Today, the coordinators and players preview the top 25 matchup.
You know, we understand that, you know, from here on out, it's a lot of tough opponents. Not that it was early in the year. Every week's big, but you know, it's just getting to that time of year where it's getting to crunch time. And we're excited. It's kind of that extra motivation and that urgency, and you know, couldn't be happier to be out here with all my buddies at practice.
The fact that our defense had a great game, you know, that just puts a little more confidence in our minds. And you know, most people are used to our offense scoring a bunch of points, but when our defense plays good like that, you know, it puts confidence in us and our fans, so that was great for the defense.
You know, they get after the ball very well. I think Coach Gibson does a nice job with his schemes, mixing things up, and he'll pressure you, you know, in timely fashion and disguise it as well. So that's the big thing is they don't always show their coverage, and especially the blitz, they'll hold it, and they do a great job they got a nice technique of holding it until the last second and bringing blitz, so you can't always see it. You know, some teams, they show it, and I think they do a great job in disguise. And they mix up their coverage as well. They roll to you, strong and weak, play too deep, drop eight-man front. A lot of hustle with their guys, a lot of passion.
It's obviously awesome for our defense and the way they played, and you know, played hard till the end and made a play to win us the game. But you know, obviously, was you know, frustrating at times for us, and you know, we understand. I told those guys, like, hey, it's the last time you're gonna have to, you know, play your butts off. We appreciate it, but you know, we're gonna correct the mistakes and execute a lot better next time. So, you know, we had a great start to this week of practice, and you know, enjoy, you know, looking forward to tomorrow, and really kind of almost paying back those guys for what they did for us. It was big.
This year, since it's an earlier game, I feel like if we come out and, you know, enthusiastic at the beginning, it should be pretty good.
Students get fired up to win Oklahoma Blood Institute's Bedlam Blood Battle October 30th through November 3rd at the Student Union in KD Plaza, sponsored by the Student Alumni Board. Help the Cowboys win the Bedlam Blood Battle. Text OBI, the number 4, OSU, to 59925 for Bedlam Blood Battle updates and your chance to win an OSU Yeti Cooler.
Back for a final time for just a few moments on the Cowboy Football Roundup, and next the gauntlet continues at West Virginia.
Good football team, very capable of beating anybody in this league on any given day. There's a number of us that are in that same basket. Should be the most effective throwing quarterback that we faced up to this year, up to this point. He's had a lot of success throwing the ball. His completion percentage is really good. His touchdown to interception percentage is really good. And defensively, Tony's done a nice job for a number of years. You know, they're going to play 3 down and multiple coverage. I would think they're going to play a lot like Texas just did. So we'll have to have a great week of practice and try to get some guys healthy and have to go up there and play hard. It'll be a dogfight, but it's a great environment to play in, and I know our team will be looking forward to playing on Saturday.
For Coach Gundy and Allison Gappa, I'm Dave Hunziker. See you next time on the Cowboy Football Roundup.